Alright, today we're going to be checking out my current Star Trek First Edition deck. It's straight up the, everyone that's probably going to watch the channel and where I share it to the Discord and stuff. You already know the deck. It's the Showdown Chains of Command deck. It's basically a structured deck for newer players to use after they played a few games with the starter decks. This is like the next level up. I'm getting ready now where I feel like I can add some cards so I'm not decking out every game. But we're going to check out the cards in the deck. So, Star Trek. It's definitely my favorite card game by far. I love it. I try to play 2 times a week. I'd like to play 3, but it's kind of hard to play too many card games. So we're just going to look at the cards and I'll tell you kind of what they do. So these 2 events here, I really like them. You discard a non-personnel, so these are like your personnel here. Your characters, basically. You discard it and you could grab a personnel from your discard pile. Freaking great card. I love it. This dude's really good because he has treachery and leadership. And he gains certain abilities if the missions that you're on have these marks. So basically, you play your missions, and then you play your your opponent places out missions, and you place out missions, and you place your dilemmas under their missions, and so they have, when they want to complete their mission, they have to get through your dilemmas that you've put on their places. So here we go. We have a doorway, alternate universe. You play this during your seed phase, so when you're seeding out your stuff, this basically allows cards with this icon to interplay or use as follows: nullify, revolving door. So, you know, I don't think I use this one too much, but it's there, you know what I mean? And then, you know, you have some cards that bring out these, they have one skill text in their text box here, 1 dot. I call it the skill dots. So 1, and there's a couple of cards you run, a couple of objectives that will just put them straight to your outpost. These guys are good. Well, not him in particular, but he does have Enterprise in his lore, and we run a card that lets you free play a character with Enterprise in their lore. So that's really good. He's got the Maquis mark, so he triggers some stuff. He also has Enterprise in his lore, and you can see his skill dots are good. Here's the objectives that lets you play out the mission specialist, and that's what these people are called with the 1 skill dot. You're assigned mission specialist there. So alright, so can't see my mouse on the screen, but I'm acting like you can, so that's hilarious. This one's pretty good. You may discard objective to download a support personnel, so that's basically also that support personnel is your 1 dots as well. I love this card. If it could be a 4 of, I'd like to get 2 more in it. If you have 2 navigation aboard your ship, which usually you will, you basically just stop the battle. So, attention all hands. If they have this symbol, the little 4 dots next to the name of Baron right there, this incident, attention all hands, when you play him out, you could draw. And so, Benjamin Maxwell, he's another just, little guy. Beverly Crusher, she has Enterprise in her lore, so you can free play off your Enterprise. And I'm going to add the phaser to the deck so I can, grab it out when she comes in, or play from hand when she comes in, stuff like that. And then here's your dilemmas. The good thing I like about this deck is I'm running Squire's rules, so my dilemmas are all dual, so they're planet and, in space. So I don't look at what my dilemmas are. I place them face down, 3 of them under each of their missions, and that's what I like to do. So it's why I like this deck a lot. I don't have to think during the dilemma phase, and I don't want to. So here you could download. There's a Riker card you download for that, and then with Fury Art, this is the one that lets you draw the card off when you play with the cards with 4 or fewer icons and no download in it. So the download is the little bitty triangle you see in the text of the continuing mission card. So then we have Daniel Kahn, Darian Wallace, another dilemma. We got Data, great card. Davies, Deanna Troy, she's got Enterprise in her lore. Defend Homeworld's a great, and your dispatch metagenic experts, they're hidden agenda, so they come into play during the seed phase face down. Here you have Dr. Salar, one of my favorite characters. If you've seen my coffee cup in some posts, you know. She has Enterprise, and she can play out and draw 1 if you use the to play out the No, she doesn't have the symbols by name. But anyways, she's Enterprise, so she'll play for free. He's got Edward Jellicoe's got Enterprise in his lore. He does a lot of good stuff. You download your Get It Done. I believe that's in your Q's 10. Here's one of your missions: eliminate virus. So when you complete your dilemmas, you need to present a medical, which like she would be an exobiology and computer skill. So CC has medical and computer skill. You would immediately pass 2 of the skills that you needed there. So you would just need the exobiology. Your other dilemma: a minion disintegration protocol, an escape pod, which one of your characters downloads if you need when you need it. Establishing landing protocols. Some more dilemmas. Your outpost, finest crew in the fleet's really good. I want to say this is the card that you bring out with that other one I read. Federation pad comes out with one of your characters. Friendly fire is a great dilemma. This comes out off one of your cards. And then you see you have your gates. You have your LaForge. Navigation's important on your ship. There's your Get It Done that you would get out. Get them cleaned up downloads off of something I believe as well. Your Herberts. Some more dilemmas. Another mission: investigate Maquis activity. This dude is the one that would download the escape pod, and he would download counterintelligence. So I need to look that card up and read it and see if it's worth putting it in the deck. I definitely want to add the Genetronic replicator that Dr. Polanski brings out. Here's another incident that seats on the table if all of your missions are different, and they are. So a couple events. Let's see what's out there. Basically you draw 2 cards. I haven't hit the rest of it yet where I draw 2 more. Lian Su. We got Lieutenant Ballard. We got Lopez. Lower decks downloads off of a particular character. There you see Lopez in the middle. He downloads the Federation pad. The M113 creature is a great dilemma. If they run into it, it really stalls their turn out. Then you got Martin. One of your missions: mine enemy fleet. Another dilemma: Montgomery Scott, one of my favorite characters. He replays off your Enterprise lore. One of your first doorways you play during the doorway phase, Q's 10. Another dilemma, another mission: repair sabotage. Ro Lauren, one of my favorite characters, even though I haven't got to the show yet. We haven't got to her in TNG yet, and we haven't, obviously we haven't got to Deep Space Nine yet, but she's in a lot of the books I've read, and she's a great character. I need to add the bleed resources to download out. Sam Lavelle on the left there, he's the one that brings out the lower decks card. Another dilemma, another mission: secure cover transmission. Another mission. Here you have Seth Mendoza. Another dilemma: Cito Jaxa. She's one of your support personnel or your mission specialist, whatever. I can't remember. I get a little confused on those 2 sometimes. Another interrupt: smoke bombs. Pretty good. Actually, it's really good. An event. This one plays out on your outpost and instantly repairs your damaged ship. So haven't you had to use it yet, but it's there if I need it. Space storage has come in handy. Download one compatible. I always download the ship, so straight to my outpost if I don't see it right away. Here's another doorway you may use. Opponent's red alert. At the end of your turn, you may discard a card from your hand to flip space door over. This is the back side of your space door, so the one we just looked at on the right of your screen there. We have Old Man Spock. Some equipment here. Interesting. So the phaser is there for Crusher. I need to look through my deck on Lackey because I want to say that it's not in the deck on Lackey. If you watch this whole video, let me know. I'm going to look through it in a bit, or when I remember. But that's interesting, to say the least. Another mission, Tate, another dilemma. The Squire's Rule objective, which is great. Every time your opponent hits a new dilemma under their mission, they have you randomly select a crew member from their crew and place them, just stops that crew member. Toby Russell, your shuttlecraft. Here we got our ships here. USS Cairo. We have the USS Enterprise and the USS Nebula and another Nebula. Here we have Wesley Crusher, which Man, I'm gonna have to pull up Lackey. You know, I may do that before I end this video just to see. In a minute. Yeah, maybe in a little bit. And then you have Commander Riker and Worf. Um, I'm interested to see something. I'm doing something, Harper. I'm just gonna have to wait. We're gonna go look, guys, and we're gonna go dig through Lackey here. I'll get it on the screen. We'll end this video doing a little searching. How about that?
Welcome to Lackey.
He said funky, by the way. That was a little risque there. Alright, let me close out of the internet here since we looked through the deck. And I'm gonna go change my Windows over to Lackey, and I'm gonna get rid of some stuff here off the board so we can look through this deck together and end the video here. Ask me later. Yes. Ask me later. Deck editor. Let's go find our Showdown deck. Let's load entire deck. Let's look through this deck real quick because that's interesting. We'll look through the easy stuff first. Okay, there's our incident. Let's look through Q's tent. I do not remember seeing Wesley Crusher last time I played, or the phaser. The phaser's not in Q's tent, so we see that. These are your dilemmas and your objectives of incidences are all in, in a group, and your missions are right here. So let's look at this deck. Yep, Martin. We'll put our ships over here. We'll put our events right here, and our incident or interrupts and all that. So we'll just put this card back in the remove pile where it goes, where it starts in the game. I want to see if Wesley. There's Riker, okay. And let's see if we see the phaser and Wesley Crusher, because I've played several games already with this deck, and I want to say that I have not seen the phaser or Crusher in game. We're getting into the deck here. We got 20 cards left, all right? And I'm still... Alright, correct me if I'm wrong, but y'all see the rest of the stuff coming out. Do you see a Crusher or a phaser? Because I'm not seeing them. They're not there. They're definitely not there. There's Smoke Bomb. Alright, we don't even need to bring those out. They're not there. They're not in the deck. So I'm not tripping out. I'm not tripping out. I'm going to spread these out just so we can look one more time. Did I throw the phaser out by accident and not see it? I think I would know if I did. I definitely didn't. We looked through Q's tent. There wasn't no phaser. We looked through every character in the deck. We saw no Wesley Crusher. I mean, I know for a fact I would remember Crusher. So, I'm gonna actually post in the Discord after I shoot this video with some questions, because where is Crusher and where is Starfleet Phaser? Who brings out the phaser? It's Dr. Crusher, isn't it? Where is she? Where are you, Dr. Crusher? Alright, where is she? Oh. Now you gotta be kidding. Oh, she's still down there. We never brought her out. See, she brings out that Starfleet Type 2 phaser that we saw looking through the PDF files. Let's go check Q's tint one more time. There is no phaser. I am not tripping. It's not there. There's no Wesley in the deck. You know what I mean? He's not there. So 2 cards missing from the deck. So that's the video today, guys. I wanted to show off the deck. The cards are missing on Lackey. They're not missing if you want to print out the proxies. So I don't know why they're missing, but I'm gonna have to ask how to add them. And I want to add a few more cards to get the deck to about. With those two, it'd be a 47. With the Bleed Resources off a row, it'd be 48. The Genetronic Replicator off of Polanski would be 49. So I need about 6 more cards to figure out how I'm going to do this. And I don't know why Q's tint is at 12. It should be at 13. Did I pull something out? I don't know. Interesting. So that's the deck today, guys. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And let me know what you think. Later.